Our writing this term, we have been learning about the 7 steps to writing success. And we know that Sizzling Starts is part of those steps. Who can tell me why we need a sizzling start in our writing?
Well, sizzling starts engage the reader, and if you don't have a good sizzling start, then they're just going to get bored of the book and just not read it.
Fantastic. What else, Oscar?
It gets you excited and keeps you reading.
Very good. Finlay?
You need an interesting start to the story, otherwise you'll lose your reader's interest.
Very good. And last one, Ruben?
Gives you a taste of what's to come.
Excellent. Very good. What makes a successful sizzling start? What do they need to have, Chelsea?
To have a persuasive introduction that engages the reader.
Very good. What else? What else makes a successful sizzling start, Sam?
Instant action and a point of change as well.
Very good. Starting at a point of change, it's very important. Yes, Finlay?
Make your reader curious about what's going to happen, in the story.
Very good. And we also, a very important part when we're writing sizzling starts, we have to ban something. What do we need to ban, Sunny?
Ban the boring.
So what does that mean?
So you have to get all the boring starts and quick fixes and ban them.
Very good. Who can give me an example of a boring start to a story? Ruben?
Once upon a time,
Very good. What else, Finlay?
and then something happened.
Yep. Sam?
I'd maybe a very slow start, so it wouldn't have any sort of action in it, and it would just be boring, I guess.
Yeah, very good. Once Upon a Time is probably one of those examples that we see the most of a boring start. Now that we're in Year 6, we know that we can make the starts to our stories much more interesting. So today we're going to write a sizzling start for a story, but before we start, we actually have to come up with lots of ideas for our story. So we're going to use the word run today to brainstorm some ideas for stories. I'm going to do a 2-minute brainstorm for the word run. So any story ideas around the word run? Starting now, Oscar. Sam.
Maybe running away from a dragon.
Excellent. Ruben.
Zombie apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Dragon. Good. Zombies. What else, Finlay?
An explosion.
Good. Running from an explosion. Good. What else, Sunny?
Bank robbery.
Excellent. So a bank robbery. Chelsea?
Running away from a car.
Run away. Why would you run away from a car?
So you don't get hit.
Oh, okay. Good. Excellent. Sunny?
Fleeing the country.
Oh, good. Fleeing is a good word. Fleeing the country. That makes me think of refugees. Yes.
Running away from a crime.
Good. Running away from a crime. Who's heard the expression on the run?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good. If you're on the run from something, usually you've done something wrong. What you're going to do with a partner is actually choose one of these stories ideas based on the word run. So can you, with your partner now, just choose which idea you're going to use for your sizzling start. Story ideas. Let's just have a quick recap of the techniques that we can use in our sizzling starts. So up here on the poster, we can see that we can use humour, begin at a moment of change, start with action, show don't tell, use dialogue, or make your reader curious. And some of those things we mentioned before. Your few minutes now to, with your partner, write the sizzling start for your story.
Okay, I can keep talking.
I think we should do it
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've written our examples, we are going to share them. And after you share them, I'd like you to tell me what technique you used. So to begin with, Sam, can you tell us what story idea you used?
Yeah, so me and Oscar did, the story idea was on the run, and we did on the run from the police.
Great, excellent. So can you read it to us, please?
Sure. My eyes are on the prize. My hand reaches out and I begin to sprint. Wind against my ears. I can hear the screeching sirens behind me. My heart pounds against my chest as I take a sudden right to shake the police off my tail.
Fantastic. So what techniques did you use, Oscar?
We use a moment of change, and also I'll probably also start with action. Yeah.
Very good. So what is the action in the story?
It's just when he's running from the police.
Good. So it picks up there. So we don't know what the crime is that they've committed or who it is.
Yes, there's
All
no
we know is
dialogue.
that someone is running from the police.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, Finlay and Ruben, what was your story idea?
Running away from home.
Running away from home. Fantastic. All right, let's hear yours.
Then the argument began, crying like the rain. You regret this, said Mum, as I packed my bag and furiously slammed the door on the way out, heading to the dark, scary forest.
Excellent. Well
Sounds
done.
nice.
Finlay, what techniques did you and Ruben use?
We used a bit of basically everything. We used some dialogue. We used a moment of change. We used action. We painted a picture. We made the reader curious because we didn't say who was, like, what the argument was and who was talking.
Very good.
And we also used descriptive language to say dark and scary.
Fantastic. Could have you started your story just with the dialogue?
Yes, we could
So
have.
what was the dialogue that you used?
You'll regret this, says Mum.
Would that be a hook to get
Yes.
a reader?
That could be a start of
Good. So you can use just that dialogue to start with.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay, Sunny and Chelsea, what was your story idea?
Ours was a forest fire, and so we were trying to make everyone like think that there's like an animal running away from the fire.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
As I fall from the high gum tree branch, I see hazy black smoke hovering over the mountains like the mist over the ocean. I don't look back. I run.
Very good. So what techniques did you use?
We started with action and we made our reader curious.
So what was the action?
So the action was I run and I fall from the high gum tree branch.
Fantastic. And what makes the reader curious?
I don't look back, I run.
Good. And do we know who's running?
Yeah. No.
We don't know
Not
the
yet.
characters yet, do we?
No.
So we would have to read on to see who is running. Do we know what they're running from?
The fire.
Have you stated that in your
Well, we've stated black smoke.
smoke? So that
you
gives
could
people
infer.
an idea. So that is show don't tell, but you're not actually saying that there's a fire.
Yeah.
Very good, excellent. All right, well done on your Sizzling Starts today. I look forward to seeing the rest of your story a bit later on.